भाई भाई का ऐसे फोटो ही
नहीं
मैं अपना भरत तुम आया मैं भरत आवाज देता क्या भरत बोल पाती मतलब आवाज नाही ना देत
काय आपल्याला मिळेल का छोटी छोटी एक वोटर बसायला मिळेल छोटी छोटी
तुमचं एक फोटो नाही म्हणता
हा
बापरे येऊन बसून
या अलीकडच्या पलीकडे
सिंपल लास्ट इथून राईट साइड वरती स्क्रीन लावल्यावर करून मागे
नाही तू नाही दिल्ली आहे तो
ज्युनियर पासून समजून ज्युनियर पासून सिनियर निर्लीकर असेल देशमुख सर्व्हिस सचिन देशमुख पाटील साहेब पाटील साहेबाच्या मागे पाटील साहेब विशाली जोशी हा मंत्री साहेब मंत्री साहेब
इथून दोन नंतर
मंत्री साहेब काय आर एम जोशी विशाली जोशी विशाली जोशीच्या मागे आपले साहेब
I request Mr. Nandish Deshpande, Deputy Solicitor General of India, to speak few words on this occasion. Shri Alok Aradhe, Honorable Chief Justice, Bombay High Court, Shri Nitin Sambre, Senior Administrative Judge, Nagpur Bench, Bombay High Court, Honorable Judges of the Bombay High Court, Additional Solicitor General, Bombay High Court, the Advocate General for the State of Maharashtra, the learned government pleader, the members of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, President of the High Court Bar Association, senior members of the bar, my learned friends, and distinguished guests. Today I stand here with a blend of emotions as we say goodbye to a pillar of the Nagpur bench, Honorable Justice Shri Nitin Sambre, as he moves to the Delhi High Court. It is truly a privilege to recount the extraordinary path of a person whose life exemplifies commitment, modesty, and the utmost principle of the legal field. Born on 19th of December 1967 in Nagpur, Justice Samre's roots are deeply embedded in the city and its legal fraternity. From his formative years at Somalwar High School and Shivaji Science College to his legal studies at the University College of Law, Nagpur, where he not only excelled academically but also displayed early leadership as president of the Students' Union in 1991, his trajectory was clear: to serve, to lead, and to leave a mark. Enrolled as an advocate on 25th of August 1992, Justice Samre commenced his legal career under the mentorship of the then senior advocate and retired Chief Justice of India, Shri Sharad Bobde. Whether it was his versatile practice on the civil, writ, and criminal side, or his tenure as Secretary of the High Court Bar Association from 2004 to 2007, Justice Sambre has been a constant pillar of his legal community. His role as a government pleader and public prosecutor, beginning in September 2007, saw him handle some of the most significant matters with diligence and integrity. As a counsel and a standing counsel for public undertakings and corporate houses like, be it Bharat Petroleum, Indian Oil Corporation, or Tata Sons or Godrej, he earned the respect of clients and colleagues alike for his clarity of thought and persuasive advocacy. He was elevated to the bench of the Bombay High Court on January 6, 2014. Since then, Justice Sambre had handled cases with integrity, knowledge, and a strong sense of fairness. Sir, your move to the Delhi High Court brings both pride and a touch of nostalgia for all of us at Nagpur bench. While we will greatly miss your presence, your insights and the respects you brought to our courtrooms, we are equally assured that the Delhi High Court will benefit from your extensive experience and compassionate approach to the law. On a personal note, having had the privilege of appearing before my lords on several occasions, I can say with certainty that you leave behind not just judgments, but a legacy of grace, courtesy, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Even though there are many cases which I can share here, which would show human approach of my lords, I would be failing in my duty if I do not spell out a case which is still vivid in my memory. It went like this. An exceptionally brilliant student had missed the deadline for submitting document at AIMS Kalyani, a place in West Bengal at about 2 hours distance from Calcutta, for the purpose of admission to PG course in MBBS. This was in the backdrop of all possible efforts on her part to get the admission cancelled and get back her original documents, and submitting demand draft towards security from AIMS Nagpur, where she was pursuing her education, for submission to AIMS Kalyani, and unfortunately thereafter missing the flight to Calcutta for no fault on her part. As the destiny had it, the matter was mentioned before the division bench presided by my lords, as the regular bench was not available. After hearing the bench presided by my lords, he observed as under, and I quote, "We are required to be sensitive to the fact that the petitioner is dependent on her mother after the demise of her father. She belongs to economically weaker section. In spite of aforesaid social condition, she had secured All India ranking 119 from EWS category and not seeking any backdoor entry. However, circumstances narrated above, which were beyond her control, warrants us to infer that the petitioner cannot be debarred from participating in the admission process. In this background, we allow the petition, the direction to the respondents to allow the petitioner to participate in the second round of the admission process for the postgraduate course." I unquote. True justice was done under extraordinary jurisdiction. Tears rolled out of the eyes of the petitioner and her mother, which were far more than spoken words, vindicating her faith in judicial system. Seldom a lawyer is not unhappy even if the order goes against him. My lord, as you take this new responsibility in the national capital, we wish you continued success, good health, and fulfillment in your service to the cause of justice. The legal fraternity at Nagpur will always hold you in the highest esteem and will keenly follow your future contributions with admiration and pride. May your journey ahead be as distinguished as the one you have traveled thus far. Thank you.
Shri Devendra Chauhan, government pleader.
But another occasion before your lordships, but too early to see him on your left side. Honorable the Chief Justice Alok Aradhe, his companion judges in the Bombay High Court, honorable former judges of the High Court, I'm sure they must be all online now. But Dr. Virendra Saraf, my Advocate General, the colleagues in the Government Pleader's Office, senior advocates who are present here, the colleagues at the bar, and without failing in my duty to say the real strength who is on my left of the family members who are always with every one of us. Recently, the Delhi was really submerged in human flood, if I would say it, that reached Delhi to witness a historic day on 14th of May 2025, when Nagpur had plucked a star out of its Hall of Fame and put it in Delhi. I'm too small to request this, but I would still request in front of the gathering, please warn the Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court now, to be prepared and ready for another human flood, attacking Delhi on 21st of July, the man sitting next to my lord is capable of acting as a catalyst, to generate tsunami of humans. As he walks ahead, and mark me, this is not because he holds an office, but because he is earthborn with no artificial intelligence. My lord, Delhi is getting blessed. For rare is a judge who understands pulse of both, my lord, the mankind and the nature. I think, my lord, and I won't be wrong if I may say, my lord, that principles of natural justice, my lord, is really has a foundation in the forests. And why I say so, my lord? Coming from a capital of tiger, my lord, he himself being an absolute jungle fanatic and a fan, my lord, Justice Sambre follows the same rule, my lord, when he delivers the justice, and why? His orders, my lord, work as an alarm call. Who does not listen to them, my lord, meets the ultimate fate. When he roars through his orders, my lord, it sends shivers down the spine, and my lord, particularly his favorite lines. What kind of jokers are here to brief you, Mr. Chauhan? Do we close down the courts only because your officers are busy in some kind of sessions, winter sessions, or whatever sessions are in on? Or your officers sitting in the AC chambers are absolutely insensitive to the plights of a common man? But my lord, I am witness to another side of his dispensation of justice. One occasion amongst many, my lord, which I must point out is this, my lord. A petition which was simpliciter seeking a direction against an honorable minister, my lord, before whom the appeal was filed just, my lord, 10 days ago. And the petitioner approaches the court and seeks a direction to decide the appeal. My lord, no doubt, my lord, orders direction says you decided in a town-bound manner, my lord, but says, Mister, we are not granting interim relief any further. We know how you have approached the court. So it's not that only this side was on fire, my lord, even this side was similarly treated, my lord. No discrimination even on that count. My lord, he means what he speaks, and my lord, he does what he says. That's the reason why, my lord, he's surrounded by humans from every walk of life. Not just those, my lord, who hold office of prominence. My lord, we all know him, at least now, at least me for 25 years, my lord, I can openly say that, my lord, you have been a man with clean conscience. And that's why, my lord, you never bothered and have been fearless in terms of relationships and dispensation of justice always. Chambers were never closed for anyone. My lord. It's only when a man has a clean conscience. My lord. Sir, even now when I stand here, I cannot convince myself, my lord, whether to be happy or to remain sorrowful, losing my support system. My lord. You all will agree that suddenly, my lord, I feel orphaned. When you know that from tomorrow, somebody on the drop of your word will come to ensure that you are comforted at every possible manner, not being available in the chamber, my lord, in close proximity. And that's exactly my feelings are today, my lord, being orphaned. I don't want to say anything further, my lord, about the manner in which lordships have stood with everyone, my lord, which I'm sure my learned friend would be covering, my lord, in the every endeavor of the bar. My lord, I would only say that wherever you are, your words, David, bol kya hua, would always echo and would work as a support system. Grateful, my lord.
Shri Parijat Pandey, Member Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa.
Honorable the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Shri Alok Aradhe, Honorable Shri Justice Nitin Sambre, Administrative Judge Nagpur based, that is what we can address. Good day, my lord. All honorable judges of the Bombay High Court, DSGI Shri Andesh Deshpande, GP Shri Devendra Chauhan, Shri Atul Pandey, President of the High Court Bar, all senior advocates, colleagues, brother and sister advocates who are present here, family members of Honorable Justice Sambre, staff of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here to bid favorable and wish the Honorable Lordship a very happy journey ahead. This is a sentimental moment for all of us. And I would like to keep my words brief to avoid getting emotional. Previous speakers have described the Honorable Lordship's multifaceted personality. I had the privilege of meeting Honorable Lordship during his election campaign when he contested for the post of Secretary, High Court Bar Association. Over the years, the bar has witnessed his exceptional leadership as Secretary of High Court Bar, administrative acumen as a government leader, and dedication to justice as a judge of Bombay High Court. As administrative judge of Nagpur bench, his caring attitude towards everyone has been exemplary, much like a Karta of family. In all the programs and activities of the Bar Council, we have been fortunate to receive able guidance of Honorable Lordship. Even as Lordship moves to Delhi, distance would no longer be a barrier for us. It's always difficult to bid farewell to someone close, but we must not let emotions hinder the progress. On behalf of the Bar Council and personally on my behalf, I wish Lordship a very happy journey ahead and a very prosperous life. Lastly, by concluding my speech, our SCBA has been fortunate enough to see एका डेरेदार वृक्षाखाली, एका डेरेदार वटवृक्षाखाली अनेक डेरेदार वृक्ष बनताना आणि अनेकांच्या आयुष्यात सावली निर्माण करताना. धन्यवाद सर.
Shri Atul Pandey, President of High Court Bar Association.
My Lord, Honorable the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Shri Alok Arade, Honorable Shri Justice Nitin Sambre, Honorable Judges of Bombay High Court, respected senior advocates, members of SCBA, members of Registry, and family members of Justice Nitin Sambre. Good evening. At the outset, I express my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court for extending an opportunity to HCBA Nagpur to express our feelings on this occasion to bid farewell to our beloved judge, Honorable Shri Justice Nitin Sambre, who has now been transferred to the Honorable Delhi High Court. It is both an honor and a moment of deep emotion for me to stand before you today as we bid farewell to a judge who is a constant pillar of strength for our bars, Honorable Shri Justice Nitin Sambre. Justice Sambre's transfer to the Delhi High Court makes a significant moment, not only in his initial judicial journey, but also in the life of this bar. While we are immensely proud of this well-deserved recognition and new responsibility bestowed upon him, we cannot help out but feel the weight of his departure from amongst us. Throughout his tenure as an administrative judge of Nagpur bench, Justice Nitin Sambre has exemplified integrity, wisdom, and a deep commitment to justice. In PIL, Justice Sambre specifically took serious cognizance of the inactions of various authorities while deciding PILs related to urban governance and environmental protection. Justice Sambre's judicial orders in relation to Ambazari Lake Padi, encroachment on footpaths, Gorewada Zoo, Patul Road, and Dhantuli residents brought much needed relief to the citizens of Nagpur. But beyond his judicial excellence, what truly set him apart was his unwavering support and accessibility to the members of this bar. He did not merely discharge administrative responsibilities, he built bridge between the bench and the bar, between institutions and individuals, between the letter of the law and the spirit of humanity. Whether it was institutional concerns or individual needs, sir, you were always there, approachable, empathetic, and solution-oriented. Your readiness to engage with the bar, to hear us out, to guide us when needed, and to stand by us during challenging times will always be remembered with gratitude and respect. You carried the responsibilities of your office with rare dignity and grace, yet remain ever grounded and connected. Many among us have drawn strength and inspiration from your words and your presence. Your contribution have left significant mark on this institution. The sense of fairness you brought into the courtroom, the encouragement you extended to young practitioners, and the mutual respect you fostered between the bench and the bar have elevated not just our practice, but our collective spirit. As you now move to the Delhi High Court, we are confident that your wisdom, dedication, and humanity will continue to enrich the judicial system and touch many more lives. Delhi gains not just a Delhi gains not just a judge of extraordinary caliber, but a reason whose presence uplifts the institution he serves. On behalf of High Court Bar Association, I extend our heartfelt gratitude for your exemplary service, our warmest wishes for your continued success, and our sincere hope that you will always carry with you a part of us, just as we will forever cherish your time here. Sir, we will miss your presence, but we will continue to be inspired by your legacy. Thank you, Honorable Shri Justice Nitin Sambre.
Mr. Justice Nitin Sambre, my esteemed colleagues on the bench, Mr. Nandesh S. Deshpande, Deputy Solicitor General of India, Mr. Deven Chauhan, Government Pleader, Mr. Parijat Pandey, Member Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, Mr. Atul P. Pandey, President High Court Bar Association, Mr. Amol M. Jaltare, Secretary High Court Bar Association, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. We have assembled here to bid farewell to Mr. Justice Nitin Sambre as he embarks on a new journey as a judge of Delhi High Court. Justice Nitin Sambre was born on 19 December 1967 in Nagpur. He completed his foundational schooling at Somalwar High School and Shivaji Science College, Nagpur. He earned bachelor's degree in commerce and thereafter a bachelor's degree in law in 1992 from University College of Law, Nagpur. He was enrolled as an advocate on 25th of August 1992 and joined the chamber of Mr. Justice Sharad Arvind Bobde, former Chief Justice of India. This foundational experience provided him with invaluable exposure to diverse legal practices and the intricacies of the judicial system, laying a strong foundation for his future career. He developed a comprehensive practice at Nagpur bench of this court where he skillfully handled civil matters, writs and criminal matters. Justice Sambre was appointed as government pleader and public prosecutor on 1st of September 2007. He was also the counsel for Nagpur Improvement Trust, special counsel for Forest Department and was standing counsel for major public sector undertakings, including Bharat Petroleum Corporation, Indian Oil Corporation and Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Beyond his courtroom practice, Justice Sambre demonstrated a deep commitment to serve legal community as Secretary of the High Court Bar Association of Nagpur from 2004 to 2007. Justice Sambre was elevated as Judge of Bombay High Court on 6th of January 2014. His tenure at Nagpur has been marked by his outstanding work on public interest litigations, particularly relating to infrastructural projects. His judgments have paved the way for the progress of public infrastructure projects. What sets Justice Sambre apart is not just his legal acumen, but also his administrative acumen and compassionate approach towards the staff. He has worked tirelessly to build a cohesive team, fostering a sense of inclusiveness. He has been a leader who takes everyone along on the journey of administrative reforms, and his contribution to the Bombay High Court and in particular to the Nagpur bench shall always be remembered. Justice Sambre has participated in sub-junior and junior national handball tournaments and has represented the state of Maharashtra. He is an avid biker and has maintained a Yamaha RX 100 even till today. Justice Sambre's approachability and readiness to assist have earned him a reputation as a team player, always willing to provide help and guidance wherever needed. Justice Sambre is known for his straightforward and forthright approach. I have known him since 2014. I had the opportunity to hear his persuasive arguments as a judge of Madhya Pradesh High Court. He appeared as a counsel before me, and later on, I had an occasion to share the bench with him in Nagpur. On behalf of my colleagues as well as my own behalf, I wish him all the very best in his new role as Judge of Delhi High Court. We are confident that his experience and dedication will continue to benefit the legal fraternity. Thank you. Now I request Justice Sambre to respond to the farewell ovation.
Honorable the Chief Justice, sister and brother judges, learned senior counsels, and very deep close to my heart, all junior lawyers here present here. It's parting is very difficult, and it gives me a very mixed feeling. It's difficult to express. I have written a small speech. I'll try to read it. It is never easy to say goodbye, especially to a place that has been more than just a court complex. Over the years, the corridors of the Bombay High Court and its benches have become an extension of my own inner world, a space of learning, humility, discipline, and above all, camaraderie. Today, as I stand before you in this moment of transition, I feel the weight of memories much heavier than any ceremonial robe. I am deeply touched by kind words expressed by Honorable the Chief Justice and my friend lawyers here representing various institutions. For a moment, I had to check whether the speeches were indeed about me or more efficient, more graceful version of me that I have long aspired to be. The news of my transfer to Delhi High Court reached me with mixed feelings. Like many of you, my first reaction was Delhi dur hai, both literally and metaphorically. But then I remembered in judicial life, distance is measured not in kilometers, but in filing volumes and cause lists. So Delhi it is. Let me say this, no matter how senior one becomes, transfers are never mechanical. They are emotional. Every chamber left behind, every registrar's knock, every secretary's greeting, every smile exchange in the brief hallway interaction. These are not routine. They are reminders that we are part of something far greater than ourselves, an institution that breathes because of the people who nurture it. As a judge, I have often strived to balance the letter of law with the pulse of justice. Of course, I have had my share of reserved judgments that took longer than indeed intended, but I believe even law, like fine coffee, requires patient brewing. If I have erred, it has been in the direction of caution. If I have succeeded, the credit belongs to much to my staff, my court officers, the registry, and most importantly, the bar as it does to me. My brother and sister judges have not just been colleagues, but a daily reminder that even in an adversarial system, warmth, support, humor can thrive. The lighter moments we shared, some of them unrecorded, thankfully have kept me human in a profession that demands almost monk-like focus. I must especially thank the staff attached to my court who not only kept my court running with seamless efficiency, but also made sure I was never short of files, tea, or reminders. And the registry should please know that I will miss the morning call that begins with, "My lord, just one urgent mention." To my friends at bar, you have been the true spirit of this court. I must say, some of you made me smile even during the toughest matters. Others made me rewrite my own reasoning through their sharp arguments, gentle persuasion, or in some cases, by poetic submissions. And to my family, who saw me return home with my thoughts still in courtroom mood. Thank you for reminding me that judgment may get typed tomorrow, but dinner is not negotiable. As I step into the next phase of my judicial journey at the Delhi High Court, I carry with me not just the experience, but the affection and the goodwill of this vibrant and venerable court. I assure you, I go not as a stranger to Delhi, but as a proud son of this court carrying legacy, discipline, and the spirit of Bombay wherever I go. Let me end with the personal resolve. While the court may change, the commitment to justice, fairness, and humility remained unchanged. Thank you once again for your warmth, your words, and your unforgettable championship. This place will always be a home. Thank you.
On behalf of my colleagues on the bench as well as my own behalf, I thank Mr. Justice Nitin Sambre and the speakers and all those who are present at this event physically as well as online. I declare the farewell ovation to be over.